So this is gonna be my last video about my Ridingtimes Z8. I think it's the first gen model. It's original battery, original everything except for the phone holder, which I got on Amazon, and the rear view mirrors here, which I've had to replace because if anyone's seen my prior videos, I flipped the bike right here. You can see where it went over my shoulder, and I had painted it red at one time where the fenders are now orange. But I painted them orange because I felt like it. So let's go over the bike real quick. I've had it for a little over a year. I've got 1,819.7 miles on it. I've got 2 more weeks at work. I'm moving, and I won't be within commuting distance of my employee. Actually, it'll be in my backyard, as I'll be farming goats and chickens and such. So, you know, this bike really held up well. If I've noticed anything, I did have to go through and tighten the bolts on things like the kickstand, and I think that's it. The batteries held up. I have ridden this bike in 6 inches of snow to get to work. I've ridden it in 2 inches of snow. It made it through that whole time every day. Hence why I have almost 2,000 miles on her. Original tires. We can take a look at the back tire. I only go on the road. I do go off-road sometimes up to the fire tower. I am due for some new tires. I took a fall recently, hence why I've got some bandages. Made sure to take care of my chain and my sprocket. It hasn't gotten really out of control. It's probably about time for a new chain, but I'm sure if I took this off and gave it a good cleaning, you can see that it's quite well lubed and needs to be wiped off. I had some rain the past couple of days, and I've ridden it in rain, no problem. I have noticed that when I pedal the bike, it really doesn't matter. Like, it's all about the throttle. Nothing on this bike really means you need to pedal it. It takes no work. It's an incredible bike. I had to replace the tube once because I got a really big puncture in this, but I ended up adding, flat out, and it's a Kevlar that you put inside your tubes of your tire. Liquid Kevlar that'll instantly seal up. Otherwise, I still have the original brakes. I live in western Massachusetts, so it's quite hilly, and it probably is due for some new ones. I did order some online. I need to replace these right here. You can tell all the road salt really ate them up, and when I sit, it's almost bending in this direction instead of going down. And I had greased those and oiled them. So here we've got another one. You can see it's having the same problem. It's really like, I had snow and stuff that would sit on that, and then I'd try to wipe it down. Took care of my back sprocket. One thing I have a problem with, and I don't know if anybody knows, I will be using this to get around the farm and try to find my animals on the property, but as I'm going forward and I'm moving, whether I'm pedaling or I'm using throttle, I get this steady ticking noise. I'm not sure if it's because my rotor, yeah, is touching my brakes and clicking, but I'm not sure. Like, it's just a steady click, 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 click. I don't know if something's loose in here. One of these broke once, and I used, I don't know, JB Weld to fix it. It's been like that forever. Otherwise, this bike's really held up well. I've flipped it, I've dumped it, I've slid on it. It's been a few times. You can tell this is a little jiggly. The gears don't really feel like they do anything anymore. And I don't know if maybe it has to do with me having to tighten my chain or readjust something, but I haven't done any. I've just ridden the bike and kept it dry. And it's been an incredible bike, and I really think I'm gonna look for something a little bit more off-road from Ridingtimes for me to get around on the property when I move. This bike has been indispensable, and I've made my living with it for a little over a year, going to and from work. And I couldn't have asked for a better value. The lights are great, everything still works. We'll pop these suckers on, we'll let you see. We got a nice front headlight, which is adjustable while I'm riding. I did tighten these up to make it so that it's really like tight, and I can pull these up. I'll come to stoplights and I'll give it a flash at a stoplight at night so that it sees me. Otherwise, we've got the rear. The rear will turn on still, you see. I had some, oh, I still have them. I have LED lights that I would turn on at night, but that was only during the winter. It's really bright here during the summer, as you can see. And let's get some blinkers on. So it has turning signals, which people can see, which I still think are just kind of mediocre, but you know what? They didn't really mean for this thing to be on the road, I guess, but in my locality, I can't ride it on the sidewalk, hence the rear view mirrors, so I can see, still stay off to the shoulder, but I still, even with the same battery, almost 2,000 miles, I'm averaging about 21 to 32 miles an hour on my way to work, and well, 21, that's silly, I'm sorry, 28 to 32 miles on my way to work because I'm going downhill most of the way. And then coming home, I'm averaging anywhere from 22 to 28 miles an hour on my way home. And yeah, I really think everybody should ride this. It's definitely not meant for constant off-roading and jumping and stuff like that, you know. I definitely learned how to do donuts with it, which was fun, but it's not meant for off-roading. It's meant for you to ride, to get around, and it's got a really cool, nice, sleek look to it. I really think it's an awesome bike, and I just thank you, Ridingtimes Z8, and thank you for everybody who took the time to watch my video. Have a great day, guys.